are you? I hope you're doing well. Big shout out to Ruby, Michelle, and Albert. Hope you guys are having a great day today. Miss you guys. Can't wait till we're back together in person. Today's lesson is lesson 15 in Algebra 1/2. I want you to take that out, turn to page 47 that we'll be on. We're talking about going from fractions to decimals. Now, fractions and decimals can represent the same amount. For example, this shape here, I have 4/5 of it colored, 4 of the 5 parts. This is 0.8 because I have if each of these were to represent 0.1, because it's 1 out of 10, then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 colored in. So that's 8/10, so that's 0.8. So these represent the same amount. So that means that I should be able to go from a fraction to a decimal. And I can. Every fraction can be changed into a decimal by dividing the top number by the bottom number, because that's what the fraction bar means, is division. It's really a division symbol. So if I were to divide 1 by 8, I would get the answer 0.125. That would be my decimal answer. Every single fraction can be turned into a decimal that either ends like this one or it repeats indefinitely like this one. Some are easier to see than others because some go for a very long time before the pattern starts over again. But just know that every number, it either ends or it will continue repeating. It doesn't go on and on and on without actually repeating at some point. To write that a number repeats, our decimal number repeats, we draw a line over the digits that repeat. So if I were to divide 3 by 7, I get 0.428571. Then my pattern would start over again. 42857 42857. So I don't want to write out all of those. I'm just going to draw my bar over it that those are the digits and they keep repeating. So I don't have to keep writing forever and ever and ever. Same thing here, 21 divided by 99. I would get 0.2121212121. So I just draw a line over the 2-1. If I divide 5 by 6, I get 0.8. And then I have a 3 that keeps going into infinity. So I just draw the 1, 3 and a line over top of that 3, but not over the 8. The 8 doesn't repeat, only the 3 does. So the line only goes over the 3. It's similar in this one, 56,156 over 99,000. I get 0.56723232323. So I only draw my line over the 2, 3. All right, let's practice a little bit. Sometimes we want to round repeating numbers so that we have a decimal that's just a decimal. It doesn't have this line over it. So to do that, we have to write out our number a little bit further, okay? So for example, if I have 42.617 repeating, and I want to round this to the nearest millionth, I have to write out my number, but I have to write out the digits so that it goes to, at the very least, the nearest 10 millionth, so that I can then round to the nearest millionth, because I have to go one number past, oops, excuse me, okay, my phone had a thingy on it. All right, so I have to go one number past the number I'm rounding to, so I know what to round to. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So I have 42.617, I know that's what I start with. Tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10,000ths, 100,000ths, millionths, 10 millionths. Okay, I continued my pattern, 617, 617, 6, and I would continue 617 on and on and on into infinity. But I don't need to go that far. I'm rounding to the millionths, so I only need to go to the 10 millionths. Tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 100,000ths, excuse me, 10,000ths, 100,000ths, millionths, 10 millionths. So I'm rounding to my millionths place. My 6 tells me what to do. Since it is 5 or greater, do I round up or keep it the same? I round up. So this becomes about 42.61761 8. Okay, sorry, I got a little squished there in the end. Okay, so I round my 7 up to an 8, and there I have my decimal. So now I don't have to write repeating over it because I've rounded it. That little squiggly line means that it's not exactly equal, it's about. How about this one? 718.073. I want to round this to 5 decimal places. So that means I need to write out my repeating numbers to 6 decimal places so I can round up to 5. So I'm going to write 718.073. Now the 0 doesn't repeat, it's just the 7 and the 3. So the next digit will be a 7, then a 3. So I'm to 5 digits now, I need 6. So the next one is a 7. I'm rounding to 5 digits. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm rounding to this number from this number. My 7 is greater than 5, so what am I going to do to the 3? I'm going to round it up, that's right. So I have 718.07374. And that's my answer. Okay, now for when I want to turn any fraction into a decimal, all that I need to do is divide. So for example, 1 over 8. To turn this into a decimal, I need to divide 1 by 8. So the way I do this, I put 1 inside the division house, and I'm dividing it by 8. Now 1 is too small for 8 to go into it, so I need to draw a decimal point and annex some zeros. Now I know that this first one is not going to do it. It's not going to terminate. Terminate means end. So I'm going to draw another 0 just because I know I'm going to need it. So 8, I'm going to, put my decimal point up top right away so I don't forget it. 8 goes into 10 how many times? 1. 1 times 8 is 8. Good. 10 minus 8 is 2. 2 is less than 8. Bring down my 0. 8 goes into 20 how many times? 2. 2 times 8 is 16. 20 minus 16 is 4. So I didn't finish yet, so I need to annex another 0 and bring it down. 8 goes into 40 how many times? 5 times, very good. 5 times 8 is 40. And now I'm done. So 8 goes into 1.125 times. So that's my answer. 0.125, just like we have over here. Okay? Now let's try 1 over 30. So 30 into 1. I know I'm going to need to annex some zeros, so I'm going to go ahead and start out with that. I'm going to bring my decimal point up right away so I don't forget it. Can 30 go into 1? Nope, so I have to keep moving back. Can 30 go into 10? Nope, still too small. Keep moving back. Can 30 go into 100? Yes, it can. How many times can 30 go into 100? Well, we look at our 3 to tell us. 3 goes into not 1, but 10. How many times? Be about 3. So that means that 30 will go into 100 about 3 times. Uh-oh, big, big deal here. I have my decimal point right here. I have my 3 right here. There's a space right in between. I cannot leave that space in between the decimal point and the 3. I have to put something there. Since 30 cannot go into 10, it goes into it 0 times. If you do not put that 0, your problem will be wrong. So it's very, very important. Please don't forget that 0. I don't want to have to fight you on that, okay? So you need to put that 0 there. Very, 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 very important. 0.03 and 0.3 are two extremely different numbers. Okay, So let's keep going. 3 times 30 is 90. And I subtract. 100 minus 90 is 10. 10 is less than 30, so I can bring down my 0. 30 into 100, again, 3. Do we see a pattern? Yep. Then I'm going to keep having this 3. I only need one of them to draw my line over. So that means that my answer is 0.03 repeating. Just like that. Okay? Find the rest of this lesson in part 2.